What's up guys, my name is Gabe and welcome into the Trojan Blade. We are diving into volume 16 of the viewer comment series today. Man, a lot of you were angry, either at Alex Grinch, Lincoln Riley, or even me in some cases, but I am glad that all of you have a place to come vent no matter who your anger is directed at. Now before we do get into it today, I do want to thank SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video. Guys, the season is here and the time to buy tickets is now, and there isn't a better place to find those tickets than at SeatGeek. They grade every single ticket on a scale from 1 to 10 so you know if you're getting a fair deal or not. And SeatGeek is hooking my subscribers up with $20 off your first order when you use my promo code GGreens at checkout. That is with 3 E's and 3 S's. So thank you SeatGeek for sponsoring the video, and thank you all for being here today. Let's get into this. Alright, so first up today we have my guy Rye asking, do you anticipate more snaps for Raleek Brown and Eric Gentry against Nevada? So I do for sure, especially with the case of Raleek. I do think by the time we get into conference play, Eric Gentry will be on the field more and more. But with Raleek specifically, I saw a lot of USC fans stunned at the lack of reps he got. I wasn't as surprised, and this is also a trend I could see continuing later into the year. Let's look at it like this. Raleek is now a receiver, a slot receiver specifically. Who plays in the slot? You had Mario Williams with 22 slot snaps, Zachariah with 12, Taj with 10, and Raleek had 9. Let's be honest, he's not better than any of those guys, so my expectations for him this year is to be a gadget guy or someone you bring in with specific packages. I still think he'll have an impact this year, but I don't see him having nearly as big of a role snap count-wise as he did last year. Alright, next up we have my guy Founders Edits, who actually designed the Trojan Blade logo and is one of the most talented creators out there. His socials are linked in the description, so check him out and give him a follow. But he asked, what are your thoughts on the freshman class's overall performance on Saturday? So I think we saw a lot of good and a lot of bad as well. Zachariah Branch is obviously the standout here. I'm still in awe of what we saw out of him on Saturday night. Tackett Curtis showed us flashes, but he wasn't as productive as you'd like, but I have zero concern about him. He's going to get it going, and when he does, he's going to be a game changer for this defense. Alani Noah had some really nice plays on the offensive line. He moves very well for a kid his size. However, he is very raw in pass pro. He had a few real bad reps where he looked like a freshman. I don't see him starting the majority of the season though. I was surprised we didn't see any of Christian Pierce or Sam Green on defense, but Quentin Joyner looked explosive. That kid's going to pop a few big runs this year, no doubt about that. Elijah Page came in at left tackle and looked very polished and strong. Makai Lemon actually played a lot more than I was expecting, 25 offensive snaps. He did get opened a few times, but Caleb didn't see him. Very exciting that he played as much as he did though. It was also nice to see Jacoby Lane and Deuce Robinson make a few catches. I was very surprised to see Elijah Hughes out there as early as he was. He got a few good pressures early in this game. So overall with the freshmen, some real high-end production with Zachariah, and kind of just pretty good across the board. Okay, next we have Cam Life 1 asking, what's going on with Brendan Rice? Why didn't he play until the third quarter? Honestly, I wouldn't read too much into the wideout rotation with those top 6 guys. That game was so odd in regards to the rotations. I honestly think Brendan is going to have a big role this year. He played too much last year, had too good a bowl game and spring game to not factor in my opinion. Alright, next up is Trojan Beast 2 asking, do you agree we need to see more of Rajon Davis? I would like to see more of him in these early games to compare him against Tackett. I think Cobb and Gentry have proven that they need to be on the field as much as possible, and Tackett and Rajon should be competing for that third spot off the bench. But honestly, at this stage, I don't have an opinion on which guy it should be. I haven't seen enough from either of them to lean one way or the other. Alright, next up is Alex Graham asking, is the defense a concern and has your season prediction changed? Great question, Alex. It is a concern, but my season prediction hasn't changed, but my expectations for the defense have. I still have SC going 11-1 with the only loss being to Washington, but I'm not really expecting the defense to be an asset to the team anymore. I think they absolutely could still turn out to be, but I'm not expecting that to happen. I just think that there is a limit to what Alex Grinch can do with the defense, and I still think having a top 50 unit is completely reasonable, which would be good enough to get us a spot in the playoff in my personal opinion. Okay, next up we have Lance asking, when does the merch drop? So the Trojan Blade merch store is live. We have hoodies, shirts, pennants, stickers, phone cases, hats. The link is in the description, so check that out if you're interested. Next up we have Jesse saying, people are overreacting badly. It's week 0 with the team full of new transfer portal faces and freshmen. This is what's needed to find out who will be starting when the real schedule starts, Notre Dame. Expect the same next game and expect another win. I mean, that's fair. Lincoln talked on Trojans Live last night and explained his thought process behind all the rotation, and honestly, it makes a lot more sense when you actually hear him talk about it. I still wholeheartedly disagree with rotating the offensive line as much as they did. In my opinion, that's how you get quarterbacks hurt, and I think it was a reckless and unnecessary move. But the rest of it I get. And yeah, we better expect another win. I'll tell you guys something, if that Nevada team scores 28 points on us like San Jose State did, we're going to need to start having some serious and unpleasant conversations about this defense. Nevada is that bad. Alright, next up we have T asking, is Michael Jackson hurt? I didn't see him at all during the game. Yeah, he actually picked up an injury a week or so ago and didn't practice all last week, and I haven't heard anything, but I would expect him to not play on Saturday as of now. Alright, and last up for today, we have the Mac Valet saying, I love some analysis on Keon Bars, Rajon Davis, and Damani Jackson. I don't know if they even played a lot of reps. Alright, so Keon didn't play a ton of snaps. I thought he was good in the run game, probably our best run defender on the day. He did have a few missed tackles you would hope would get cleaned up, but pretty good from him overall. So I still haven't seen the defensive all-22, so I haven't seen everything, but at first glance, I thought Damani was solid overall. That busted coverage can't happen, obviously. You'd also hope he'd catch that pick, but he was in position all day. He's so damn fast, and I was very impressed with him overall. Rajon only got 6 snaps on defense, so incomplete grade on him for sure. I do fully expect to see more of Rajon Davis on Saturday than we have seen in his entire SC career combined, which will be great for him and us as fans to really see where he's at with his game. Alright guys, so those are all the questions and comments we have this week. If you guys did happen to enjoy this video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you do want to help support the channel in an even bigger way, you can do so over on my Patreon for only $1 a month. Shout out to Milton and Mike, who just became our newest gold tier patrons. Thank you guys so much for all your support. You're all awesome, and as always, take care and fight on.